Welcome everybody to the Onward VR Master League. We are here for Friday night fights. We made it happen, everybody. I just simply could not go without a Friday night fights. So Wookie piped up, said he was available for a cast. We scooped this one up, and we're here now. Wookie, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good, Noman, and we sure did. I'm looking forward to this matchup. I've been waiting so long for the new season to begin, and it's going by so fast already. I can't believe it's already week 2.
Yes, indeed. 15-week season. We've got plenty of games to go, but they will go fast, and you have got to make sure to tune in whenever we put these up. And this is a good one. We got a good one for you today. The highest voted for this afternoon that I could see. Dark Matter versus Rome. Two teams that have been around. I wouldn't quite call them veteran. I suppose Rome is veteran. But Dark Matter, relatively speaking, kind of new-ish. They've gone through some changes. But teams that have been around for a couple of seasons. They've met twice so far. So in Season 9, when Dark Matter was still Fire Team Alpha, Rome came out on top of that, and then in the regular Season 10 play, they met as Dark Matter and Rome, and Dark Matter scooped up that win. So this is a tie-breaking game for these across the regular season standings. And yeah, I am pretty stoked to get into this matchup. We've got some stuff to talk about as folks file into the lobby. So let's get the bans on the screen and discuss those. So we've got on the home side, Sand being banned by Dark Matter. And on the away side, Rome is going to be banning Snow Peak. Either of those stand out to you, Wookie?
No, none of those really stand out to me. I would say that that's a pretty, typical start for these very evenly matched teams. And I am just, looking forward to this first map here between these two teams. I mean, they're both veteran teams, like you pointed out, but they also have some new people on them. So
they do. They have shifted. Yeah, they've shifted a couple of folks around in the last season, especially, and during the sort of extended off season that we've had. I'm excited to see how these teams look. This, I think, is the first cast for both teams, but you don't quote me because I have not watched every cast because, we got things to do. But I'm excited to see what this one holds. And the first map, it looks like we'll be going to Bazaar. This is, this is your map. This is Onward's map. This is the Mayhem map that I like watching Mayhem on. You guys got some good plays here. Wookie, of course, a Mayhem player. What are your thoughts on this map, and what do you think we're going to see from these two teams here today?
Well, first of all, I do want to point out that you're correct. This is the first casted match of the season for both of these teams. So, yeah, all eyes on you guys. Looking forward to seeing this. As for Bazaar, this is my favorite map, and I mean, of the current pool anyways, now that we have fractioned off different levels, it's kind of throws a curveball into different map strategies and whatnot. But being Bazaar, it's one of my favorite ever maps to play on. And I don't know, I think Rome are very good at this map, especially if the key out objective shows up. Rome is nasty at capping on that objective. So I predict perhaps maybe Rome will come out on top here on map 1, but you can't count Dark Matter out. They are such a great team, and they've been improving.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so they've never played Bazaar against each other in the regular season. There's no stats for that, but if we go back and look at the sort of all-time history for Dark Matter, they've got a 51% round win ratio, pretty even, 53 on overall map wins. And meanwhile, on the Rome side, they have got 57%, so slightly favored, and certainly played it almost twice as much, since I believe they've just been in the league a little bit longer than Dark Matter in its many forms has. So if we're looking at numbers, it's looking like a Rome win is possible on this map, but we won't know until everybody is down on the field and has guns in hand. So yeah, I'm excited to see this. This was not, personally as a player, this was not my favorite map. For some reason, it just never really clicked for me. But I do enjoy casting it. I do enjoy watching the teams execute strategies that, honestly, I could never do. I just did not have the awareness on this map. So I'd love to see the kind of stuff. I mean, we've already seen some really great action just this week and at the end of last week, both on Bazaar and a few of the other maps for the matchups that we've had. And teams are coming up with some crazy stuff. This infusion of players in the VR Master League as part of the Quest release, as debated as it may be, has really made the meta fresh, has really introduced a lot of interesting play styles, a lot of new strategies, and it makes for some really good viewing.
I could not agree more, Noman. I mean, this is, with all this influx of new Quest users, we're seeing a lot of, I guess you could say, like, fresh approaches to these maps that we've kind of grown accustomed to seeing when the game wasn't on the Quest. So it's just fascinating to see these different plays that players come up with. Now, that said, I mean, again, this is a mostly veteran team, so not really any new players, but I'm just mean in general, like new Quest users in general. I've been pretty impressed with some teams' abilities to implement new strategies and get certain caps, and yeah, it's just fascinating.
Yeah, I'm remembering one of my favorite plays from last week. There was a cap that happened in the East Hotel right underneath the defender's nose. I mean, just right, literally was just creeping out the doorway in the East Hotel, and there's a defender right around the corner. Didn't spot him, punched in the code, and got the map win on that one. And it's the kind of stuff that you would think we would have seen by now that happen at some stage, but people keep surprising us with these new plays. And yeah, you're right. The infusion of life into an old map is difficult without some fresh faces.
It just goes to show there's like 10,000 ways to skin a sheep, right? Like there's no set determined pathway to victory on any of these maps. And I just enjoy seeing teams get creative. So it'll be interesting to see how Rome gets creative with this, because they do have some, new-ish players. So will be interesting to see.
Yes, it will, and see we shall, because the first round is underway here on Bazaar. Dark Matter on the offense, Rome on the defense. They're going to be defending this center Humvee street, whatever you want to call it, objective. I don't know the official call out for this.
We on Mayhem call it Split Street objective, but I don't think.
See, we call this Sentry Building. I mean, it's all kinds of call outs different between the teams. But the cross coming out on the east is going to be 3 strong as Esco High Voltage and Mad Outdoors apply serious pressure. The equipment coming out. Look at this smoke. I mean, this pile of smoke coming out. Varix with the pre-fire through the smoke is going to get himself one. Look at the chaos that they're causing here. I'm surprised to see the defense not crashing.
Agreed. I mean, this is some super aggro plays here. Aqua running in, Matt right beside her. They are basically on the roof of objective building, looking down at Gladiator, misses the shots. Oh, man, that was close. This is quite a kerfunkle right here on objective.
There is a pile of the offense already on the defense. Doc Ock finds Gladiator on the backside. Barrick swings, manages to clean up Mad Outdoors, but doesn't apply the pressure onto Aqua and August. Meanwhile, William Duns will eliminate the corner play by Esco there. August finding Ramen on the outside. Doc Aqua Fighter pushes in, doesn't check the corner, and Barracks cleans that up. August swings, but cleaned up by Ree on a long position, and what looked to be a solid Dark Matter pressure play ends up going the way of the defense.
That was crazy. I've never seen 3 players stacked up on the stairs like that. I mean, wow. I thought that was actually going to be a strong play for Dark Matter. Not sure what happened there. I guess maybe the chaos just didn't quite play into their hands the way they had hoped. And I mean, the smokes were so effective at causing chaos there that I'm surprised Rome came out on top.
It seemed to be a stall at the end there, right? Like the smokes had been in play, the offense pushed up, everybody was in position, and then it kind of froze. Like they were waiting for picks, they were waiting for the defense to rotate in. That patience from Ree, the callouts from Gladiator, the patience from Varix, they just kind of let the offense play into their hands by going one at a time. And I think that's what had it all fall apart. definitely thought that was going to go the way of Dark Matter, just based on the speed at which they made it to that objective. But good on Rome for holding on and securing that first round.
Indeed. Strong defensive plays, came out on top there. Rome kept their cool, didn't panic all that much. You didn't see any silly crosses towards objective. But again, like you pointed out, there was that stall there, and they just kind of got bunched up on the stairs and lost momentum. And at that point, I mean, that pick by Varix on Aqua, she was getting ready to go cap, and she just didn't quite check her corner enough. But
yeah, that was, I think they gave the defense a little too much time to recover. But we'll see if they have the patience that it takes to deal with a Rome offensive play as we dive into the second round.
Let's get it.
Unfazed. Dr. Aquafighter, the captain of the team, letting the team know, hey, keep those comms up. That's the all-important thing in this game, as well as most any game, is communication with your teammates. Let them know what's happening and where it is happening so they can best assist.
There's nothing more terrifying than listening to the sound of your enemy on the wall next to you, just fearless in their voice comms. Like, I don't care if you can hear me.
Yeah,
I'm communicating to my team exactly where you are.
It's such a funny power play, It's like I trust that I'll be able to handle you, or my teammates will be able to handle you. I don't care if you know what my callouts are or where they're going. I need to communicate, and that it's funny because you would think that staying hidden and having that element of surprise would be the favored method for the top competitive teams, but it generally is not. You'll see them being the chattiest out on the field.
Indeed.
We're taking a look at this. You see, panning over this Rome offense, and they've spread wide, 5 all the way across the map. You can kind of see them in the frame there, getting ready and into position. I imagine there are some plays they're getting ready for as Varix and Ree sweep around this southeast corner and get themselves into position on the south. They're going to have to deal with August on that back shed. Now, that shed is penetrable, so I wonder if we'll see some pre-fire, if teams are going to start checking that in advance before they have to engage an enemy.
Oh, William gets a pick on the voltage. I was just about to comment that this is a much more conservative push by these Rome team.
Yeah, definitely none of the speed that we saw in that first round from Dark Matter coming into play for Rome here as they take their time getting into position, and it's paying off as Dark Matter loses another on objective. Take a look at the overhead map. Both losses within 20 meters of the objective. That's forcing a crash. Now Mad Outdoors has to be on objective. Esco, meanwhile, scoops up Gladiator from the top scaffolding. That's going to give Ramen the intel he needs to try and swing out and find the pick. August, meanwhile, does manage to scoop up Ree in the south as he pushed that corridor.
Such a strong position by Esco. I wonder if William or Ramen will get him first. Ooh, William finds the shot. Ramen gets the confirm, so Esco is now out of the fight. Now it is just a 2v3 situation for Dark Matter against Rome.
Good on Dark Matter for bringing it back with those 2 last picks, but they're not out of it yet. There's still quite a bit of work to do, and they've got Ramen, I believe, identified based on those last gunshots. Now it's going to be a question of, will the shots land as he sweeps into Blue Room here and applies the pressure onto Mad Outdoors. Dunce is on the back side. He's on the back. I think he got Pat out. He's got Pat out. August is going to see it. The code goes in. And there it is. The sneak play by William. Absolutely fantastic.
That's what Rome is so good at, just sneakily capping right under your nose, and they're notorious for that.
That was a great play. I wish I could see it again if my replays wanted to work, but they don't. They just simply do not. Let's see what we can do about that. But, I mean,
the replays, they are on strike.
they just refuse. Let's see if there's an answer back from the Dark Matter team here because they are on the back foot. I mean, there is just no wiggle room left here. It's match point. We're on round 3, Wookie.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I mean, Rome, I was saying, you know, they are very good at capping. I really thought for Dark Matter picking this map that they would have a stronger foothold, at least in the first few rounds here. So, I mean, you can't count them out yet. They've come out of nowhere and have definitely clapped back in the past, but this is definitely not looking good for Dark Matter right now.
Statistically speaking, though, nailed it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Rome definitely on top here. I didn't expect to see this scoreline. I mean, Dark Matter's been putting up a great fight, but Rome with that cap has really put a ton of pressure on this Dark Matter team, and this is that mind game, right? Like, this is how do you get out of the headspace of, oh no, we've lost 3 points in 10 minutes. How do we get out of this? How do we get out of this scenario, right?
Yeah, I mean, being down 3 points by round 3 is not a good feeling at all, especially when you're on your map pick against a team that you feel like you should be better against and have be more prepared for this against, right? But you know, this is a new objective, so this is Dark Matter's opportunity to kind of, you know, cap back and get a foothold here. This is, you know, being a new objective. Your team has to really be firing all cylinders as defense, just to make sure you don't miss any gaps and you know, leave gaps open for the offense to go and cap. And I mean, we've seen that aggression from Dark Matter on round 1, so let's see if they bring it back here on round 3.
Yeah, 2 in the Kayat, watching out towards any crosses in the center street in August, and Aqua here stacked on the east as well, looking for that pressure from the defense, but nothing's going to come out just yet. You take a look at the overhead map, you can kind of see the spread. The lone defender out in the southwest is an interesting strategy. I wonder if that'll turn into a flank as the bullets start flying.
I mean, so far, we've got 3 of them approaching from the northeast, so just one defender here, William Dunce. He's got a lot on him. Sorry, he's got a lot on his shoulders here if he's going to take out these 3 attackers.
He's got a bit of assistance from Varix, who can swing into that little crevice in the wall and maybe find a little suppressing fire if the pressure comes heavy, but he can't rely on that. And I mean, really, it's all 5 as High Voltage and Man Outdoors find themselves in that northeast courtyard across the street. And here we've got a ton of pressure. The C4 toss finding Aqua Fighter early. That's going to force a little rotation out of Williams. He goes for the confirm. August a little too slow to get the refrag.
Oof. So close.
Nice little C4 play there by William. Gonna put Dark Matter down to 4 now. 4 minutes left on the clock.
It's so funny watching these two. You know, as casters, we can see their bodies through the walls, but they have no idea they're right next to each other. Or maybe they do. And that's why August is moving so slowly, because he wants to sneak up on William, get that refrag, get that foothold on to the north side of objective, and then just go in and cap.
Got another little story developing over here in the courtyard as Ramen and High Voltage, again, quietly on the corner from each other. I think Voltage made a little too much noise there as Ramen swings the corner. The resident Newcaster boy gets himself on the board with a kill.
I killed one.
And that comm is going to come out, and Mad Outdoors will now be aware that Ramen... There's 2 different places to keep our attention, and it's hard to bounce around.
I was just so nervous for Dark Matter because this is a 3v5 situation for them now, and it's just not looking good. Varix takes out August, but Mad Outdoors does find Ramen. Kind of evens things up a little bit, at least, but it's now a 2v4 situation.
It's not where Dark Matter wants to be in this possibly final round of map 1. Rome looking like they're going to be able to eke out a 4-0 victory here, nice and early on Dark Matter's map choice at that. So they go to their map choice next. which is exactly the position they want to be. And there's Ree managing to scoop up Mad Outdoors.
Coming back.
Confirms that kill, and that's just going to leave one member of the offense remaining. That is Esco. And we will ride along in the headset and see how he manages in these final 2 minutes to try and get something going in a scenario that I don't envy him in.
No, I do not envy him at all. And we've got William running around looking for him. This is like the odds are just so stacked against poor Esco here. This is not a situation you want to find yourself in, a 1v4 situation. You're kind of cut off and easily quarantined, especially to that section of the map. I mean, like, Mad Outdoors just went this direction and got killed by Reed. So I'm really there. There it is. Esco goes down to Reed. Unfortunate for Rome, they lose map 1, and this was I think their map pick.
Unfortunate
Sorry,
for Dark Matter. Very
I
fortunate for Rome as they come out strong in map 1 and able to seal the deal 4-0 on their opponent's map choice. So map 2 will now be quite spicy because Dark Matter has a good bit of work ahead of them in order to try and get themselves on the board with, first of all, any points. Being shut out in the first map, not a great place to start. So they're going to want to get themselves on the board in general, but they need this second map if they want to stay in the series.
Indeed. I mean, that is the worst situation to find yourself in, completely losing map 1, and then it's the opposite team's map choice at that point, and they hold all the cards when it's this close. So thankfully, I think Dark Matter are, competent at quarantine, so they'll give Rome a run for their money, but they have to be careful not to get capped on round 2 or round 1.
Yeah, that definitely set them back. And again, that's that mind game thing we talked about. It's it puts you in a mindset of, oh no, you have the pressure on. You don't have that luxury of extra rounds to play, and it worked in their favor there. This is not a surprising map choice for Rome. This is definitely one of their favorite maps to play in the league. And I don't know. I have to take a look at the stats. Let's see if I can pull them up really quickly to see what their performances have looked like in the past. Yeah, it looks like for Dark Matter, they've got a 38% win ratio, but they do win roughly half the rounds that they play on it. Meanwhile, Rome has a 48% and actually almost an identical round win ratio. So they're relatively evenly matched, but Dark Matter definitely seems to struggle on this. Now, that is all time. This does not include season specific, meaning so the new quarantine versus the old quarantine. If you're a player that's been around that long, there is a pretty big distinction as the map has undergone some pretty serious changes.
For the better, I would argue.
Yeah, I'm sure there's arguments on both sides there, but either way, the relatively large adjustments in angles and, of course, buildings to access, as well as new objectives. So a lot of those statistics likely outdated and don't reflect the team's current level of comfort on the map, but still something we can use to try to glean what we might see here. But Rome looking to shut this out early in map 2 if they can. Dark Matter has, like we said, quite a bit of work if they want to stay in this series here on Friday Night Fights.
Friday Night Fights, ladies and gentlemen. Get hyped, because I'm hyped.
We did it. We did it. We made it. We showed up. We made a Friday Night Fights happen. It's been a long time since we missed one, and this was not going to be one of them for sure. Glad to have everybody come out and tune into this match. I know a few of you were asking about it in the old Discord, and we listen. We try to listen. We do our best. We try. We definitely try. I do just wish my replays would work. I should talk to the guy who makes the deck. He could probably do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever that guy is.
Yeah, whatever it is, nobody remembers who that is. He should look into that. But either way, I think the teams are ready to go here. Looks like everybody's ready up. Did we see a sub on the Dark Matter side? I think we did. No? Was Will Sell in the last one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well.
But we did see, I think, someone from Rome try and swap out. Maybe they never showed up, but Varix is back. So yeah, no one's actually left.
Got it.
Everyone's
Perfect.
here.
Just got to pay attention more. That's what I've got to do to the rosters of the teams that are in, but everybody looks to be ready to go, so we should be kicking off the round in just a few moments. I do want to quickly advertise while we're waiting for the teams to start that over the next couple of, probably the next 2 weeks or so, we're going to be doing some dead drops for some HyperX coupon codes in the old Twitch chat. Probably not while I'm casting, because I'm going to be the one doing the dropping. So if I'm not casting, or actually even if I am casting, you should tune in and get yourself a chance to get a little 20% off coupon. It is US only for now. We're working to get the international folks a similar deal, but for now, US only. But hang out in there. I'll post a little question or a challenge, and you guys have to respond, and I'll be giving those away throughout the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. But with that, we get ourselves into round 1 excuse me, of map number 2. Dark Matter on the defense for... Oh, I definitely don't know the call out for this objective. Wookie, quick, mayhem call out.
We call this one impact building.
Impact build. Nice. I like that. That's got a ring to it. You just say
Right.
impact, right? You don't say building. That's a long call out.
Correct. We usually cut it short.
And a boy. All right. Well, we've got the defense for Dark Matter getting set up on impact here, and we can see on the overhead map they've got a nice little spread across the north. Actually, a pretty 1-to-1 ratio in terms of where the offense is coming from there, from the eastern side. So we'll see how each one of these pair off. And if anybody gets any early picks, I don't think anybody's really in a position. Some shots do ring out towards the objective building itself. It doesn't look like it's at anyone in particular. I think they were actually just shooting at the objective.
This is a interesting position by August. I wonder how effective it'll be for Dark Matter. I mean, Rome does have a couple of attackers coming in from the south, and they may bump into August. Large majority of Rome going north, though, and Matadors picks off really nice headshot. Esco's on the north roof, and he has pretty good coverage as well over the whole northern sector of quarantine. So really, Rome is going to have to decide to either push up the middle through North Courtyard or flank really hard all the way to the west and avoid August. Either way, I mean, this is a really interesting defensive layout by Dark Matter.
This Esco position is going to be really key, but he can't turn a blind eye to these smokes. This is the time to be looking, and there it is. Ramen crossing under the smokes. Not going to be ID'd by anybody that has a shot on him, so now August will be under pressure. Meanwhile, William Dunson Varix here will have to secure the north as they deal with Esco on that rooftop.
Yeah, Ramen over here sneaking up on August. I don't think Ramen will be ready for this position, though. Got it pulled up here on camera, too, and I don't know, like... Ramen is looking for something. Oh, but there was a laser. I just saw it on Ramen. There it is. Aqua takes out Ramen.
There's one north somewhere. I can't fucking see it.
August will have to finish him off.
Yeah, that's gonna be the confirm from August. Enough info though. Even one shot. This is why a lot of people go for the knife. Is the one shot does give the offense the information that you're there. So we'll see if that works.
I saw Gladiator look at his direction, so it may have. Knife may have been the right call there. I don't know. Esco and getting in trouble though. 2 attackers on his location right now.
That pressure's coming.
Oh, they are not ready. They are not ready for Esco.
He's swinging a little too slow. This is the problem with these slow peaks, but it works out for him. Is he going to be ready for William Dunce, who's looking for that refrag? Doesn't seem like he knows yet. Is William going to go for an equipment kill over the top here? Oh, he's trying to get the gun over the top.
Fire. It almost worked. Oh my God.
That was a very close attempt at...
If only William was born just 3 inches taller, he could have pulled it off.
I wonder if that was tiptoes in the play space, you know?
Could be.
Gladiator does manage to get past August's position, and he's creeping. He's got 2 minutes 21 to creep up to that objective. Luckily, Aquafighter and Will Sell both close enough to the objective that I don't think he'll be able to just walk up there and cap, but keep an eye on it as Esco here no longer having to deal with William Dunce in the close proximity. It's all at the distance now.
He's really backed up. William just 2 minutes left on the clock going for a major flank, and I don't think he has time. Meanwhile, Gladiator almost on objective. He's been
Esco's gonna spot it here. There it is. And that's an unfortunate mistake. William Dunce on that long rotation essentially getting Gladiator killed. But this position right here, this William Dunce position, is exactly what he was looking for. He was trying to get that elevated position onto Esco, but it took a little too long and may end up costing them this round.
I'm just so shocked. I mean, August's position is never saw Gladiator just sneak up, and that's going to be a real hole that they're going to have to reevaluate once they watch the tape back. But yeah, William barely with 70 seconds on the clock has so much ground to cover now. This can be a problem on these larger maps. You kind of get stuck on certain approaches because you just run out of time and you cannot rotate before the map ends, the round. So Williams finding himself in a tough predicament here. He's gonna have to deal with Esco on top of that roof. He's gonna have to deal with Will on the impact building. I mean, William has a lot of work out for him, but he seems to know exactly where Esco is. Takes him out. 40 seconds left on the clock here. He's got 3 more members of Dark Matter to handle. Can he do it in time? 30 seconds left.
Yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle for sure. The watch beeping now. He'll be hearing it in his headset. He knows the time is winding down as he makes the approach to the objective, and he's going to just push right into August views. Now, if the shots miss, this could be dangerous. Is Aquafighter going to be able to spot it? Doesn't matter. August not going to miss in the final seconds, and there it is. Dark Matter on the board for the first time, 1-0 in map 2.
Well, I'm glad August's position actually did pay off in the end, because I was afraid Aqua didn't hear him. And he was about to tablet out. I mean, great ending position there by August, man. That was really clutch in the end. But I was still shocked, though, that he didn't see Gladiators sneak up and over. I have to go back and look at that, too, myself. I'm curious.
I think the way that he approached was a little low and slow, because he had come in through this little hole in the plane and then snuck around the side of the fuselage. I think August may have just been distracted. Once you're on the other side of the fuselage, that center building doesn't see it. He was definitely going for that little sneaky cap just on the outside of the wall.
And Lord knows Gladiator can do it. So good peek by Esco at that moment that just, hey, my spider senses are tingling. I'm going to check it. And he did, and he killed him.
Yeah, it was a great hold and exactly what Dark Matter needed to start this round off right, as now Rome goes to defend the same objective, and Dark Matter will have to try to get some additional points on the board and even out that total score a little bit. At the end, we'll see if they can take the map. I mean, this will be a trade for taking your opponent's map if they do manage to secure it, and then we'll go into a Series 3 decider, which we always love seeing on Friday Night Fights. So get that hype in there for Dark Matter in the chat. Let's see some love for them as they try and get the lead here. It has been a little bit.
It has been pointed out to me by James that Will replaced High Voltage, and I don't know how I missed that. So my apologies, Voltage. They did sub out him for Will. That said, I'm glad to see Dark Matter get a point on the board. I mean, this is Rome's map pick, but that allows, Dark Matter to start off with that Volk advantage, and they really needed that.
It's a great hold by them, and it will not be mirrored spawns. They will be spawning on the south side, so the quick spawn for this objective as the pressure now comes in early. Gladiator does manage to spot the cross into gas station, and now he's under heavy pressure as Varix tries to fall back and put a little bit of fire down, get his teammate a little bit of cover as he tries to get out of the sticky situation he's found himself in. Oh, that frag toss is unfortunate for sure.
It just had to hit that light pole. Who put that light pole there?
He didn't see it. That was a blind toss, and we all know it.
It was, and he's got to be careful. If he sticks his butt out too far, he'll get his butt shot off.
doesn't have the pressure now on the windows as August is laying down in there, but it doesn't work too well in their favor as Aquafighter and Gladiator both trade. And
Wow, what a crazy trade that was.
see if the res is going to come out here on the Dark Matter side. And we're gonna.
That's true. Like there was one between like the two buildings.
Well, Gladiator definitely softened it up for Rome here. I mean, 4v3.5 situation here for Dark Matter. They got to get that revive off, but I think they're just too worried about another defender getting an eye on gas station. But unbeknownst to them, no eyes are on them at the moment.
The res does come out.
You run in.
And Rome now just taking up a position to catch the cross from the offense. Varix there putting a couple of shots out onto Mad Outdoors, who swings out onto the white car, and that call-out's going to come out. This defense is so mobile. I'm seeing Ree constantly shifting. Esco going down to the shots from Varix there in center. That's going to leave just these 3 MARSOC members in the southwest to try to get themselves within range of the objective. The pressure coming from August. Varix puts the shots down. They do land.
Man, Varix is just harassing the crap out of Dark Matter right now and doing an excellent job at it. 2 picks for him so far, maybe 3, I'm not sure. But Varix about to get shot in the back here by Matt if he's, not careful.
This is exactly what they need to do, is get the pressure off of this position. Varix, meanwhile, swings, doesn't manage to land the shots onto Willcell. That's going to even things out a little bit. Now it's a 2v3 as Ramen and Mad Outdoors traded a couple of rounds. Matt opting to rotate after that. And there's 3 minutes left for these 2 members of Dark Matter to deal with the 3 remaining defenders on Rome.
Yeah, Varix getting a little too aggro there in that moment. I mean, your defense, let them come to you. You don't have to get out there in the open and stomp them. Just let them come to you and stomp them.
Yeah, they are quite mobile. As I was saying, I'm seeing a lot of rotations. I mean, Ree's rotation kind of made sense. He was trying to assist where needed. But, had somebody gone, let's say, far east and crossed to the north, I mean, there's like no coverage on the north side of this objective whatsoever. And even when they had 5 alive, they were so focused after they heard the shots on this southwest side that somebody could have just walked in there and punched the code in if William had dropped his guard at any point.
Yeah, indeed. And, Dark Matter are taking a very cautious approach. Only having 2 members up will do that to you. However, like I did mention last round, you start to run out of time and you get locked into certain approaches. So they can't take it too slowly here. Nice pickup by Will, takes out Ree. Now it's a 2v2 situation. This is exactly what Dark Matter needs.
Yeah, it's 2s across the board. It's 2 minutes left on the clock and 2 on each side remaining to deal with their respective situations. Mad Outdoors is going to be looking outside for anybody watching this outside wall. Ramen now tucked in on objective. William Dunn swings, finds Mad Outdoors. That's just going to leave Willcell here on the ramp. It's going to have to be a quick motion. The callouts will come out. Ramen rotates out of that corner, and this is a huge opportunity for Will.
Oh, wait, Will, what are you doing? No, go back.
Oh, the rotation is going for the res. It looks like William Dunce could be in trouble here if these callouts are coming from Mad Outdoors as he tries to find the confirm. It doesn't work out for him. He's going to go down. The callouts will come in. 75 seconds left on the clock, and now it's a 2v1.
Oh, I'm smelling a cap here. I smell it.
Ramen is in a dangerous position. Our new resident cast, this is exactly what he was worried about, is having a pressure situation to deal with while being cast. They were joking around in the caster's channel, but now he's really got to put the pedal to the metal because he's got 2 members of Dark Matter to deal with. But they're taking their time getting out here. 40 seconds left. I'm surprised nobody tried to apply pressure directly on the objective.
Yeah, all eyes on Ramen here as he confronts Matt. Matt gets the win. I mean, that's excellent. We need to see Dark Matter get some points on the board. A little disappointed, though, that they didn't go for the cap, just run up the ramp and attempt to cap.
Yeah, with
That's all
two
they
people
really
like
had
that,
to do.
I'm guessing it had to be a count issue, right? Not having an accurate count for
True.
remaining members. They had to have been operating under the assumption that there was at least 2 left. But either way, Ramen getting lucky there, not getting that pressured cap from the outside, and instead forcing Dark Matter to take that kill and get themselves just 1 point. Again, not the worst scenario Rome could be in, but now they are down 2-0 on their map pick, and Dark Matter goes on the defense to try and make it 3-0. I don't know. I think Rome's looking pretty good in that last round. I feel like, as we were talking about it during the round, a little too much motion, a little too much hunting rather than defending.
My, how the turntables have turntabled. We find ourselves here, Dark Matter up 2 points, Rome down 2 points. I don't know. You know, this is another new objective where people have, players have had less time to really practice with. I mean, they've had time to practice, don't get me wrong, but it's only been in the game for, I don't know, like maybe a month, somewhere around there. There's so many new tactics that are involved with this, these new objectives, and I love to see it. I actually really like these new objectives for the most part. The bad ones were pretty much removed, the good ones stayed, and I am a happy camper.
Yeah, it is obviously a hotly debated thing within the league. Who likes what objectives? I think it all depends on your team's play style. I don't think well, I can't say there's never a bad objective. I'm sure we've seen our fair share of not quite well thought out ones, but they definitely play to different strengths when you're a different kind of team. If you're a slow playing team or if you're an aggressive team, some objectives will work better than others, but we will see how this objective fares as we deal with the east side of center glass that no longer has any glass in it. And Rome on the offense here, applying the pressure from the west early. We've already got shots out. That's going to give the defense the information they need to make sure they're in place.
Yeah, Gladiator already got calls on Will. He called her position out, saw her walk inside. He's going to walk right into August, though. August doesn't even see him.
Was there not shots that just rang out? Just absolutely walked right past a defender.
This is dangerous for Dark Matter, because if Gladiator can just sneak up there and somehow miraculously cap within, 3 seconds, which he's known to do, that would really even things up for Rome here.
I mean, if you're taking a look at this defense, it's just Esco, essentially. I mean, Wilcell has some eye on that. But, absolutely something to keep our eye on. I'm going to have a camera focused here in just a few moments, but let's check in with the rest of the offense as they get into position. They're opting for a largely northern approach. Ramen, the only one in the center there with Gladiator, but lagging a little behind. And now the shots coming out towards this northern side. I don't see anybody affected by them just yet.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. There's a perfect distraction going on from Rome on the north approach. Gladiator just needs to sneak up here. And I mean, if he doesn't kill anyone, they may not even know what's up. Oh, Gladiator finds Aqua. Grenade does not connect with her body, so she is still downed. Mad Outdoor is going to pick off Gladiator. That's the problem. Gladiator had to play it really sneaky, or at least wait for his team to get ready. Now the smokes come out. Now is the time.
Ramen's here. He's
Ramen is on objective.
On the stairs. The pressure's coming in from the north, but Ramen's sitting tightly in the smoke behind Mad Outdoors, and the code goes in.
Ooh.
Ramen evening things out for Rome. Now a 2-2 as the smoke play works out in the end, and a fantastic play by Rome to get themselves on the board in map 2.
That was a beautiful comeback for Rome. I mean, great cap by Ramen. That was as far removed from a mono cap, I think, as it gets in terms of typing it in under pressure. But man, I'm impressed with how quickly that broke down for the defense there. I mean, all it took was a couple of smokes, and they were just completely caught off guard. That's not a good look for Dark Matter here.
It's just, that's the thing, is when you spread your defense wide like that, you've got to make sure that the lane coverage is in place. You've got to make sure that there's no gaps. And Gladiator getting by while himself not capping did cause a big disruption because the closest defender went down to his shots.
Sure did.
And despite him going down, he did put the smoke in place before he went down. That gave the coverage for Ramen to get around that corner. And then the focus from East HQ and from Motel largely drawn towards the north. And all they needed was those couple of seconds of confusion and chaos to get that code in. A great play by Rome to even things out here. As
and that pick by Gladiator against Aqua was so key for Ramen to just get up on objective, being completely uncontested on that code entry. I mean, we had someone, I think it was Esco in the east tower there. I don't know what happened. He just got really distracted from that north push. I think, I'm not sure, but surprised he didn't see Ramen over there capping. But regardless, let's see how Dark Matter approach this objective, and let's see if they can clap back on their own cap.
Yeah, they are now in a position. They've got that, I'll call it a perceived bulk advantage as we get the mirrored spawns from Dark Matter on this center glass OBJ on the eastern side. We'll see what Dark Matter brings in terms of pressure. Looks like they're going to be opting for a south push rather than a north. 2 in the center, 3 in the south so far.
Wow, that is crazy because Rome is really expanding to the north. This is a very aggressive defense. I feel like they're just overly confident on this play, and this is going to come back to bite them.
Entirely possible as they get into position not too far off of where they need to be. I mean, they've got a kill box set up. As long as they've got the lanes covered towards the objective, position doesn't matter. You just got to hit your shots, right? I mean, you could be across the map as long as you can see it and hit the shot. But, yeah, certainly an interesting position there by Ree, and William Dunce committing to that far north could be a problem if the Dark Matter offense gets in position quickly enough.
Personally, I really think Ree's current position is absolutely terrible. He might get one pick, but he'll get quickly refragged. And then, you know, they're still very overweight in the north defense. Like, there's too much north defenders. So, especially with Dark Matter pushing in from the south, like, this is just
They got a lot of real estate for sure to work with, and we'll see how the defense shifts once the shots start to ring out. I mean, we saw Rome put a couple of shots down towards objective early, gave away that spawn to Dark Matter, and that kind of let them adjust. They didn't quite adjust as much as I thought they would, but obviously the difference here in Dark Matter, keeping quiet on their approach and just waiting for their time to strike. William Dunce now, if you see all the way in the north there, now has rotated all the way up to that north wall, and that is the intel that the defense is going to need. If he knows there's no one in the north, that doesn't leave a whole lot of areas for the offense to approach from. It's going to make sure Ree and Gladiator are extra focused on that center, as well as Ramen in that 3-story in the southeast corner of the map as well.
Indeed, it's only going to be a matter of time, though. I mean, it really comes down to how long it takes for William to figure out that no one is going north.
The tension mounts here. 3.5 minutes left, just above a half of the round gone. Some communication coming out from Dark Matter. That might be hurt by Gladiator. He's in a good spot here, tucked in. For anybody coming down this ramp, I don't know that anybody will opt to check that if they go down that route.
I don't even recommend going down there if you don't have night vision. And neither of these players, Esco nor Matt, has it. So it's going to be really difficult to see, you know, a black colored uniform in a dark room like the parking garage.
I mean, if Ree just peeked out on the other side of these barrels, he would have had Esco and Matt dead to rights. Now it's going to come to William Dunce on that rooftop, finally on the rotation, trying to get that overwatch position.
Oof.
Just spots the back of Esco as he tucks around the wall, and the timing working wonders for Dark Matter there, but Matt Outdoors, I think he's only covered by a sliver of this Varix, reacting off the callouts of William Dunce. Ree Meanwhile, scooping up Mad Outdoors, and that's going to be 2 down for this Dark Matter offense.
Man, this offense just getting cut down by that roof position.
Yeah, William Dunn's actually able to score 1 more pick before Aquafighter manages to get that headshot on him. Meanwhile, Will deals with Ramen in the 3-story, and that's causing Varix to crash towards East HQ. Gladiator and Ree both closing in on this objective. Ree finding the shots onto Will Cell. There's the response from Aquafighter, and now it's a 1v2. 2 reses available, though, as Aquafighter is going to be pushing for this res on the outside. Just got to be quick before Gladiator opts to peek it. Looks like he's going to throw the confirmation nade there. I don't know how that didn't confirm Esco, but it doesn't matter. Aquafighter will clean up Gladiator, and now looks like Aquafighter's going for that res. That's going to leave Varix alone on this objective. Minute and 30 seconds left.
My watch is telling me to breathe. I cannot believe what is happening right now. Esco is about to get revived, and this is exactly what I was afraid of for Rome here. They were just too top heavy on that defense. Everyone's away from objective. All it's going to take is, Varix with a nice headshot, takes out Will. But that's information. I mean, Aqua and Esco, they're about to work together here. I would imagine that their kill count is accurate. Oh, they seem to think that someone is over there in the crates, or, the shipping container.
There we go. I was going to say there's no res, but of course the bodies are in a different place on my screen than they are in other places, so that is why that happened. And now the pressure's coming in. 45 seconds left. Varix watching this corridor that Aquafighter is approaching on. If they time this right, and Esco and Aquafighter both swing at the same time, they should be able to do it, but it doesn't matter. Aquafighter a little too early on that peak. Varix on that quick look. 30 seconds left. It's all down to Esco as Varix peeks the inside. Did he spot Esco there? It looks like he may have. Yeah, he did catch a bullet for his troubles. Now it's 20 seconds left on the clock, and the pressure coming out. The machine gun fire on the sweep cleans up Varix, and Dark Matter go up 3-2 here in map 2.
Wow. Words escape me. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Great attack by Dark Matter. Kind of got, a little chaotic there, though, with that really interesting play from Rome to just, let's screw objective. Let's just go out there and find them. We'll seek and destroy this round, and just, they were so confident that would work out for them. And, as Volk, you just got to play objective. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, the, Gladiator with that check nade, I now realize why that confirm didn't work. Of course, the body was in a different position for me than it was for him. So, of course, on the casting view, it looked like grenade was right on top of him. But as we saw there, not where it was. But had he just swung up the ramp and gone for that kill onto Aqua, I mean, he knew the position of those players. He had to have been hearing the shots coming from that area. Had he swung out, that would have been in the round right there. But Aqua managing to get both reses there, and that ended up being the key play in that series, because they had to keep applying pressure to Varix. Varix caught a bullet for his troubles defending the objective from Aqua, and then of course that final pressure coming in, sealing the deal. And now Dark Matter poised to take map 2. Do they have what it takes, though? Chat, let us know what you think. What's going to happen here? Is Rome going to be able to punch in the code for a third time in this game and get themselves maybe a win, or is Dark Matter going to be able to hang on and get themselves a map here in this series?
It's great to have Dark Matter winning a Marsoc round, because now they have that Volk advantage for this most crucial round here, because if Rome get a cap, they'll let that victory just slip through their fingers.
Yeah, Rome's got a lot of work to do before that, though. They get that north spawn, so they're going to be setting up on rooftops, and the defense has to get into position, not get caught out in the middle of this setup process, as Mad Outdoors just makes the inside of the stairwell. Don't know if Varix was able to spot him out as he made it in there, but you can usually bet that there's going to be somebody up in that building for this garage objective.
Rome, they're quick. on the approach, but now that they're close to objective, they are slowing down, taking their time. Ree's on top of the fuselage of that airplane, almost, and he's got a great vision on objective. Oh, the drone comes out from Ree, so we're gonna see some reconning coming from Ree.
Yeah, and this
Ree
is going
for
to be
recon.
this is going to be crucial. Yeah, Ree for recon. It's going to be crucial information for them to glean if he can spot out any of the defenders. You know, even if you get one or two called out, that is a good bank of information for the rest of your offense as they get set up. You can kind of see everybody sort of tucked in, waiting to hear about that information. Will sending the few shots out towards the drone will knock that out of the sky, and that's going to leave Ree with just the information he was able to glean before it went down. We'll see if it was enough to get Rome within striking distance of this objective.
You know, I think August's position here is going to be really crucial to shut down this Rome approach. Since Rome is opting to go along the west here, and then giving away their position like that really just reaffirms my belief that August will shut down this western approach by Rome. But I don't know, mistakes can be made. We'll see what happens. August might get picked off by Gladiator, you never know. But really, like August, that positioning by August though will really come into play. Wow, words are hard for me on this Friday night.
It's Friday. We've had a long work day. You know, what are you gonna do? My replays don't work. Your words don't work. It's all the same. Yeah, now this approach coming in early. Ooh. There's the M203 usage from Gladiator. Will down, will sell. Esco responds with a pick of his own as he downs Ree. That's a 1-for-1 down trade here.
Oh, Jesus.
August in a great position to get a frag on anyone going to revive Ree. And he's got good vision on the cross where Gladiator is, so this...
Look at this.
Oh, he almost got picked off.
Look at this approach. Look at Ramen with the pad here. Who is checking the outside of this objective? This could be another Rome cap. They might be sealing the deal right here. Is someone going to check the corner?
This is such a crazy blind spot. I cannot believe that this is happening.
No one's checking it. There it is. Man Outdoors swings on the outside, just has the angle to deal with Ramen, and we almost saw Rome with 3 caps to seal the deal, but now it's a 3v5. The pressure coming in as Gladiator rotates out, picks up August on the outside. Esco now trained in on this position. Is he going to spot Gladiator? He is.
Yeah, mistakes made by August. He had such a strong position as he's let himself get picked off there. Now William moving in on the west side. He's going to get an angle on Esco. Maybe?
He didn't quite see him there. He's opting for that long rotation. He'll definitely have an angle on Esco from the back here.
Meanwhile, Varix and Mad Outdoors about to have a little confrontation going on. Oh, Varix takes him out. Now it is just 3v2 situation here. Esco's going to go down to William, and that should be good information for Will to react to.
Just like that, we're in a 2v2.
Oh,
the pressure
no.
coming out. Varix will sell, rotating out a little too far. Gets caught out. Aquafighter on the refrag makes it a 1v1. And now William Dunce and Aquafighter have to go at it. She knows the location of that final member of the offense. It's going to come down to who can hit their shots.
Oh, man, I'm so nervous.
You can see Aquafighter just constantly rotating. Has to know if somebody's on the corner on the outside. The pressure coming in. This is a huge rotation from William, but an absolutely key one, and Aquafighter misses the rotation by just seconds. There's 75 seconds left on the clock. William Dunce up top. He's going to be looking for the top, just over the top of this wall for a rotation from Aquafighter to just go a little too far. He doesn't spot that one. Oh, actually, I think he did. Now he's looking for it. Now he's checking. Will he be able to hit the shots? Is Aquafighter going to give him the shot he needs? She does it again.
Aqua just needs to stay tucked and not really expose herself. Oh, but she gets shot. That's information gain, though. 45 seconds left. Kind of a panic flash. Doesn't quite... Oh, she keeps exposing herself. Just...
This is dangerous.
Stay in cover.
This is dangerous, but William Dunce rotating again. He's only got 30 seconds. He doesn't have the time for the cap. He has to. This has got to be kills. He's got to put him in a position to get the kill on Aqua Fighter, and she's giving plenty of opportunity to do so if he could somehow get into hospital on time. The toss of the flash a little too short, not going to find it. 15 seconds left on the clock. He swings, the shots ring out. Aqua Fighter tucks in, not going to find it. 10 seconds left. The trade comes out. Dark Matter,
Oh my goodness,
coming out on top and securing map 2. We are going to a map 3 decider here, and this is why we do Friday night fights.
Oh, hell yeah. You know, what's crazy is, you know, good on Dark Matter for picking up a map victory here. All she had to do was stay tucked. There was 10 seconds left on the clock, and no way that William could have run up and capped or killed her within 10 seconds. He was too far away. So if you are ever the last man up as defense, just be paying attention to the clock, because sometimes you don't need to expose yourself. That could have easily traded in Rome's favor. That said, excellent play by both teams here. I mean, Dark Matter, this is what they needed. I like to see this map 3 series decider. That's what I live for.
That's exactly what we're here for. This third map, it's hotly debated. No choice has been made yet. If you got a prediction, throw it in the chat before we throw it up on the screen and get yourself some, I don't know, brownie points. Good on you for guessing, but we'll see.
I'll give you some biddies.
Yeah, oh, there you go. There's promise of bits coming out. That means I want people to do it. I want you to guess correctly. What map are we going to? The pool is relatively small. We've got USS Quest on the table. We've got Downfall on the table. There's one more. What am I missing, Wookie? Co-host me.
I just can't remember.
Right, USS Quest and Downfall. Well, it better be one of those two, because I don't remember the third one.
I think Suburbia?
That's the one. Yeah, Suburbia.
Right.
Is Suburbia in this rotation? God,
Yeah.
I am terrible at this if I don't know that Suburbia is in it. No, Suburbia is in it. Yes, I have seen League play. So yes, those are the 3 maps on the list, but we'll see how the choice goes for these teams. Man, what a freaking series. So glad we decided to pick this one up, Wookie. It's turning out to be quite the banger, and I'm glad folks have tuned in to watch it with us. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to support the Onward VRML. We do appreciate your patronage and your participation. If you're new to the league, go check out vrmasterleague.com/onward, or you can just check out the homepage and look at all the other games that we've got to offer. And join us in our various Discords and join a team, be a reservist, and come be a part of this. This is some great stuff. So the map choice is in. Oh, there was a 4th one. Of course we didn't call the 4th one. And the 4th one is the one they pick, because the map choice for the series decider is going to be Subway.
Dun, 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 dun.
How could I forget? I just watched.
I know. I just played it.
I was going to say, I watched you play it just the other day. And of course, so, come on, week 2 casting brain just isn't there. Nothing's working except for these 2 teams. They are working hard for this series. It is now a tied series. Rome going 4-0 on Bazaar, and Dark Matter answering back with a very tight 4-2 on Quarantine in that last map. And now we'll see what happens on Subway. Now, Wookie, I know the mayhem life on Subway. So what are you expecting to be sort of the linchpin for the team that wins on this map? What do you think is going to differentiate the loser from the winner here? What do you think they need to do?
Well, Noman, as the resident Subway hobo, I can tell you that this objective that we are currently staged at, the basement objectives, this is really going to make or break this series for Rome and Dark Matter. I mean, if Dark Matter can pull off a round 1 cap against Rome, that would just massively swing everything, all the momentum, all the points, everything into Dark Matter's favor here. But if it doesn't come down to that objective, then I believe it might come down to the North objective. Either of those are very capable and very difficult to properly defend against a strong offensive push. So those 2, I think, will be the linchpin in this case here. And boy, oh boy, I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, what a series it has been so far. And you know what? I think that I haven't seen much C4 play. We saw William use the C4 on Bazaar. So I wonder if we'll see that C4 play coming in a little bit more from both of these teams. because as we talked about, I think actually as Nightfire talked about it on the cast of that Mayhem match, you know, the C4 on this map is just so strong. You have to commit to using it. You have to find a way to use it in your defenses because, you know, these tight 90-degree corridors, you're still able to hear people. You're still able to hear the approach. And if you can put it in the right spot and be patient enough with it, it really does seem to be the thing that puts defenses, you know, a good defense above an average defense here. So we'll see which one utilizes that better.
I couldn't agree more, Noman. C4, people think it's so easy to just, you know, use C4 to down people, but the mind games are real, people, because you have to, you can't get eager. You can't blow it early. If you feel like you need to blow it, that's a good mental cue to just wait and ride it out. Don't blow it yet until you have, you know, a strong positive confirmation that if you detonate that C4, you'll take out somebody, because there's nothing worse than a wasted C4.
Well, we'll see if there's any wasted anything. Excuse me, geez, my tearing up my throat here with this shoutcasting. This match is too exciting. These guys have to tone it down a little bit. We'll see how round one goes, if they'll spare my voice or not. But we are underway as Rome on the defense. Dark Matter on the offense. This is the Dark Matter choice, so they will be attacking first.
Varix is currently blessing the satellite dish, so I think he's doing that for good luck. He's rubbing Buddha's belly.
We'll see if it pans out for him as the Dark Matter offense in force down in the basement there, as you can see, splitting 2-2-1. They've got one up top, two pushing this track to approach, and the rest downstairs.
This is an interestingly aggressive position here by Ramen. I don't know if you see this C4 on camera too, but this may come into play here. I don't know. Yeah. Again, it comes down to the defender not getting antsy and triggering it too early.
Yeah, that is a cheeky little placement there. And you can, that one, you basically wait until they start shooting at you, right? I mean, that is the play for that C4. You want them almost right on top of you before you detonate it, but he's sitting and waiting. He's got that clacker in hand. He's staring at Pad, and he wants to get the kill here. It's going to be up to August and Will to not bunch up, right? That's the C4 kills that you love to see but hate to be a part of when you're down on the field, is the multi-kill, getting yourself into a tight quarter with too many players and losing too many players at once. So we'll see how they opt for this approach.
Well, this is widely known to be a C4 alley. You know, this little basement tunnel approach here is notorious for having C4, you know, cheeky little C4 positions. So hopefully, it looks like they are keeping themselves spread out here. So yeah, we may see them survive that C4 encounter.
William Dunce going down in his defensive position on the stairs there, it looks like, and he is out of this match. Dark Matter up in a 5v4 with 4 minutes left.
Ooh, Gladiator picking off Aqua there. That's a cheeky little position that Gladiator's in.
Yeah, he's got the drop there. Now Mad Outdoors and Esco both have to deal with Gladiator before they continue their push down the stairs. I mean, they could choose to ignore him, but then that's the flanker that gets you when you're on your cap push, right?
Yeah. And Will and August, Will just looked right at the gas barrel and didn't see the C4.
This is dangerous. They got to stay quiet. Just heard a mic click or some audio click there.
I heard that.
I wonder if Ramen heard it as well. Clacker in hand. Oh, the tension is mounting. Are they going to see it? The C4 goes off. He did spot the peak. August does land one shot. And the swing from Ramen does find August. Meanwhile, Gladiator going down up top to Esco's shots as the confirm comes out as well. And that's going to make it a 2v3. Ramen with that clutch play in the bottom, keeping the pressure off of the objective. Now it's all going to be from up top as Esco and Mad Outdoors, the last remaining members. Oh, well, almost a team kill there, I think.
Well, you did call it, right? There was going to there's gonna have to be a strong C4 play somewhere by the defense, and that was it right there, folks. That will
Esco just missed
definitely help.
Varix. You just heard us. Oh shoot, he says as he checks tab to make sure that wasn't a teammate, but it was not. It was Varix that was standing out in the open, not looking up the stairwell, and just getting by the skin of his teeth, ducking out of the way before Esco gets the gun up.
Fortunately for Esco, he knows where Varix more or less is, but Varix doesn't know that Esco's there. So at least Esco has that going for him.
Yeah, we'll see if this pans out for them. The defense now all tucked in on the objective as their outside defenders rotated in. Ramen on the outside now on objective. The smoke coming in from the defense is actually going to back Esco off. Looks an interesting play there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Minute 40 on the
had
clock.
the intended effect, right? It got
Yeah.
remember the offense off the stairwell there. That's gonna give Esco some information. He knows that you're not gonna lob a smoke from one end of the corridor to the other. He's got to know that there's a close defender on the inside, and now Mad Outdoors rotating to this north stairwell as the smoke comes down there as well.
I mean, that was, in my opinion, a great moment for Esco to challenge Varix after throwing that smoke. But they're going to opt to just challenge that northern entrance instead.
Comes the
Flashes.
flash. Ramen not able to deal with Man Outdoors.
Wow.
Not landing the shots there. Esco swings, finds Rhea. Now it's a 1v2. I don't know what happened with Man Outdoors. I don't think he could get his hand on his gun. Ramen peeking the corner. Not able to find the kill. Now it's just Varix who has to peek the objective. Is Esco going to be ready for him? The pressure applied. Varix lands the shots. Esco not able to seal the deal for Dark Matter and Rome. Goes up 1-0 in map 3.
What a crazy round one on Subway. I can't believe it. And August somehow got a team kill. I didn't even realize that happened.
Yeah, August confirmed Will on accident from that C4. That's what had happened there.
That's what happened. Man, I don't know what happened with Mad Outdoors. He had him dead to rights and just couldn't shoot his gun for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think he had his gun in his hands. I don't know what it was. I couldn't see, but Ramen was just frantically trying to shoot him.
He was holding it. I don't know. It was bizarre. I think that would have gone, much more different if Mad Outdoors was able to kill him in that scenario. But nonetheless, Dark Matter now up the bat on defense, and I gotta say, that's just a minor loss. Like Dark Matter, they can come back from this as long as they don't let it phase them. This is one of those objectives though that can be tricky. Like, as we saw, Esco took out 2 defenders there and almost took out a third. I think if Esco had just stayed in cover a little bit longer, he may have gotten that pick. But, time was running out. The pressure gets to you. And it's really easy to Monday night quarterback from the caster's perspective. But the players don't know anything other than the information in front of them. So
Yeah, exactly. If you're new to the game, VR Military Simulator, and all of the stuff you see that we have on our HUD, the highlighted players, the names above the head, none of that available for the players in headset. They've got to rely on their tablet to see a general position of their teammates on the map. You cannot see enemies. And they got to rely on that radio communication as well as proximity audio to try to get the over on their opponents. So it is quite tough. Absolutely much simpler to make the calls from the sky, but that's what we're here for. That's what they don't really pay us for, isn't that right? That's what they say. That is why we want to bring this action to you, and it has been quite a series so far. I'm really, I love seeing this from the teams. This early in the season, this level of competition is really great to see, and we talk about it almost every season. Absolutely. How it ramps up, and you can see it on display here.
Yeah, every season, every season the ante is upped. The chaos of new objective positions and everything just comes rearing its head. I mean, it's just it's crazy out there, and I'm here for it. Fitz pointed out that this is a very different map without the shield, and I happen to agree with him.
Yeah, that is there's an element that is not in play this season. The shield currently not allowed in league play, so definitely used to be a linchpin for a lot of offenses on this map, much like the C4 is for the defense. And with it not in play, definitely changes the way the offense has to make their approach. They have to rely a lot heavier on smokes and flashes and frags than they normally would. But, you know, we've still seen some really strong offensive plays. In fact, I think we've seen more offensive wins than defensive in the last couple of matches that I've seen on Subway. So it is certainly shaking up the meta and forcing these players to reevaluate the way they approach these objectives.
Indeed. I love that South Street objective, that new one. That one's so hard to defend, but also very hard to attack. It goes both ways on that objective, and I love it. Looks like Rome is taking a slight timeout, I think. I just got word from Aqua that they're using the facilities.
Got it. So we will take
they are ready. They're ready. I lied.
I was going to say, well, we're going to take a
one.
break. They should have told us before they went, not after they went. But
I know.
They had a drop on the team. It looks like they may have taken a short 2-minute break there. That's fine. I suppose we'll allow it. You know, we gotta. Oh, look at this. See, there's a drop now. Okay. We're gonna see what's going on here with these teams and if they're actually ready to go. But we're gonna pop to. Let's see if they start in the next 10 seconds. But I think we're gonna pop to a brief intermission while we get.
All we had
teams.
to say is the magic words. We will go to a brief intermission and then they'll start the round.
Dude, that's what I'm trying to play out here. Oh, there it is. There's the
We'll
timer.
start the round.
Wookie had to say it. That was the key.
Yeah.
Is Wookie had to be the one to say we'll take a brief intermission. All right, glad I was a little looser on the trigger finger there, and we're now ready to get into our next round. And you don't have to hear Wookie and I fill time any longer because round 2, Dark Matter on the defense. After a tight round against Rome, a 1v1 that just
I'm good.
narrowly went the way of Rome. We'll see what Rome does on this offensive approach. They can build a bigger lead than they've already got. And they're all in the tunnels.
Yeah, they went all in the tunnels, and I actually like Dark Matter's defensive layout here much better than Rome. Even though, you know, Rome won, it was really by the skin of their teeth, and I think that had to do with their strange defensive layout. Clearly, they've been experimenting, right? I mean, nothing that I've seen them do today is really what I would consider like a standard play. C4 here in the dark alleyway, or basement tunnel, I should call it. That's not really an alleyway. Matt over here just ready for whatever comes piling out that doorway there. Ree going in. Checking for C4. They are aware of the C4. I mean, like, they know it's somewhere around there. Flash comes out. William goes down to said C4. Now it's just a matter of refrag.
I think that flash blinded a teammate there. Ree backed off temporarily. Ramen now pushing up. Is the res going to come out? Are they going to come get this confirmation on this player? And now it's a battle for this hallway. Almost the entirety of the offense pushing out of this doorway. It's up to Esco and Matt to deal with this initial push. The swing out. Almost a team kill there. Matt and will trade. Reed manages to find the pick onto Esco. That's a 4v3.
Just so unfortunate to see because, like, why place a C4 there if you're not going to position yourself to take advantage of it? Very unfortunate there for Dark Matter, but strong play by Rome. I mean, wow, another pick. Just like that, Dark Matter in a 2v4 situation. This is not good for Dark Matter.
August sending a few rounds down to confirm a teammate doesn't spot Ramen in that position, and the gunshots just give away the spot. Now Dark Matter down to 2. Rome still with 4 as Varix and Gladiator rotate around that north side. You can see them there on the overhead map.
Now, it is just 2 defenders, but they are in 2 very strong positions. So at least Dark Matter does have that going for them. But it's not, I mean, the odds are not looking good. They both have to at least get 2 kills to win this.
get away with this.
We'll see this defense well tucked. And again, this is, you know, if you wait long enough as a member of the offense and you don't see the defense in 98% of the map, it really does eliminate a lot of the potential spots that you can have players in. So Rome's got plenty of time to suss out these last two defenders.
All it will take is one strong flash against Will to potentially shut her down. I mean, hopefully, though, Will can at least take out a couple of these attackers. Lots of smokes coming out. Looks like there's an organized flank here, opting to go down the southern stairs instead, so Aqua's got a lot of work cut out for her.
Yeah, they've both got a lot of work to do as now the stairs have the pressure applied and Aqua Fighter out by Ramen, just leaving Will on the objective. This is not a situation I envy her being in, and Gladiator pushing the outside. He's going to be checking this score. He's got Pat out. There it is. Not going to work out for him. Will now just has to deal with 3 as the lasers pan over this corner. Lee and Ramen both looking. She finds another, though. Now just 2. The pressure coming from Ramen as he swings with the gunfire around the corner. Will not ready for it. She was still looking towards Varix. And Ramen with the swing deals enough damage to get Rome up on the board 2-0.
Noble effort by Will there. She almost had it. I'm surprised she didn't hear that machine gun just spraying around the corner. I would have. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in that situation.
Yeah,
but
I think that
she held
pressure
her
was
own.
coming in for Cap, too. You know, if Ramen keeps that defender tucked in, the other person could be swinging around wide. So I can see why you may not focus on that pre-fire initially. But a great play there by Rome. Get them 2 points, and the objective shifts, as you can maybe see just behind my little scoreboard here now, to the center platform on the main subway level. Ramen, the caster, the new caster extraordinaire with 6 kills. He had some pre-game jitters for being casted, but he's using them as fuel, it looks like, in this subway match to really get a cut above his teammates and getting Rome these 2 points early. I mean, it's been a great series by both of these teams. They've always come down pretty close. Whenever you think Dark Matter's overwhelmed, they managed to bring it back, and vice versa with Rome. It's been really great to watch.
Yeah, both teams are playing exceptionally well here. I mean, especially Rome with their caps. Like, they are really holding Dark Matter's feet to the fire here, and that's only because they're so effective at capping. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they got the kills and everything as well going on for them, but Rome is they're just so good at capping out from under people's noses.
They have some great strategies for it. They've got the plays. They've definitely been well practiced, and we've seen a couple of them busted out tonight to get them some points. And we'll see if their defense is as good as their sneaky offense in round number 3.
Oh, and Gladiator's probably one of the sneakiest cappers in the league, I would argue. I mean, he's definitely an
top
OG.
5. Yeah, he's definitely top 5 in the ballsy cap department, right? You wouldn't have expected somebody to try it, but he tried it and got it department. We've got Ramen here getting the C4 in place on the side of the door.
Interesting decision.
And he's
Although
he's
been effective with it.
Yeah, and this little spot under the door, it's interesting. I wonder if he's going to hold that for any appreciable amount of time. Looks like he's backed off of it already, but looks like the push from Dark Matter going to be coming in underneath Gladiator. That's a call out he should be able to make. I do believe you can hear the footsteps even on the other side.
I just wonder if, that C4 could easily get triggered by a grenade or something through the doorway. So we'll see what happens there. But, Dark Matter opting to just ignore that exit altogether. Ree and Esco trade in the horseshoe.
Looks like that was up top. Yes, they are down and out on both sides, making this a 4v4.
Oh man, Varix with this prone position is going to be so hard to dig out. Oh, he's decided to not be prone anymore.
He heard you.
Like,
He
screw
didn't want to
that.
do it. He's like, if Wookie thinks it's good, it must not be good.
Yeah, exactly. Just inverse Wookie, whatever you do.
That's what I want to encourage teams call their plays, the inverse Wookie. Doesn't matter why you're famous, as long as you're famous. August swings, finds Gladiator in that corner. Wonder if that was just a heads-up play
ready
from before. Yeah, like they knew he was going to be there again.
He was there the last time Rome was defending.
William Dunst manages to find the head of Aquafighter as he pops up. Ramen still looking for August here, and he's such a tucked-in spot. It's going to be so hard, like you said, to root him out of there. And this is going to give William plenty of opportunity to find the shots onto August. There, the shots ring out. August swings. Varric's the one coming out with the kill. Will now focusing in that direction as well. And it's just 2 members of the offense left. As Ramen continues the fight. There it is. Will does manage to find the peaky head of Ramen, and the rotation will be coming out as Matt Outdoors gives up on that angle on the stairs as well. He's going to rotate out.
Strong pick by Will. Unfortunate to see Matt rotate over there because he's in the perfect position to find Will. Maybe Matt will come back. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if Will, she's dealt with that defender there, so that's a safe approach now. If there was a C4 on that door, at least in the eyes of the offense.
Yeah, really smart rotation by Will, actually.
And we'll see if Matt Outdoors can help draw the defense away from this, because both of them are focused on this entryway. They're just assuming that someone's going to come out here, and Will absolutely swinging wide finds the head of William, and now it's just Varric's.
Beautiful play by Will. Oh my goodness, this is like textbook flanking and getting picks and rotation. I love to see this kind of offensive play.
Yeah, gives up on the angle though. Varric's not going to have another shot as she rotates back out. And there's plenty of time left. 2 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock.
Matt could just run up onto the map board and cap right now. I don't think Varric's would even notice.
There is a small slice maybe on the cross where Matt could be spotted. If he's low enough on the cross on the tracks, if he doesn't peek his head up and he just gets up on the ramp, then I think you might be right. There's just enough pieces of cover between him and Varric's.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. All I can think of is like the scene in Scooby-Doo when they run into different doors and they come out of different doors. That's Will right now. She goes out, one door pops up in another door. Now she's in the south stairs, backing up Matt Outdoors. It just reminds me of Scooby-Doo. A little Scooby-Doo action happening.
Anything can happen on Friday night fights. Even Scooby-Doo plays can happen. Matt now looking at that tablet. Will with the coverage here. If she's just in good enough position to cover the approach. Does Varric spot Matt creeping up here? I don't think he will. The pad is out. Will's got to keep a check on that trigger finger in case Varric sneaks out, but it doesn't matter as Dark Matter now equalizing with a 2-2 here on map 3, and the chaos doesn't stop. We were in a 2-0 in the last map Quarantine, but it was switched. Dark Matter was the one up 2-0. Now it's Rome up 2-0, and Dark Matter with the cap will seal the deal for the tie, and we are off to the races again. I mean, Jesus, Wookie.
Oh, my Apple Watch is reminding me to breathe again. So you can tell that the tension is real. You could cut it with a knife here. I mean, excellent cap by Matt Outdoors there. That's exactly what I was afraid of. He'd get behind that map board and just cap it right under their noses. But that's exactly what Dark Matter needed here. They can't just accept that 0-2 scoreline. They must fight for every scoreline that they can get. And they got it evened up. So now, Rome in a healthy position as well to get a cap on Dark Matter if they're not careful. But, Dark Matter at least have evened things up. They got the morale back. They've that's wind at their backs at this point, as long as they hold it.
They've got Volk advantage now, too, right?
Yes.
They've taken it away from Rome. So the usual play is as the home team, you pick first and pick map or pick side. And if you pick map, you have to, of course, have Marsoc as your team. And then the advantage there is that the other team starts on defense. They have the defensive advantage. And now Dark Matter has that back in their court, and Rome on the back foot. If Dark Matter holds this defense, even if they don't get the next Marsoc, they still have another defensive attempt. As long as, you know, Rome doesn't cap here. And
Very true.
as we've seen, this is definitely a set of teams that are willing to go the extra mile to get those that extra point on the board.
This is just crazy.
Yeah, round number 4 underway. We can hear the call-outs there. No cap is the strategy here. Always a good strategy when you're on the defense. One would think it was the default strategy.
You would think, but it's good to have a mental reminder that, hey, your Volk, don't let him cap. Especially with 2 points on the board.
Ramen, William Dunson, Ree, all in the basement. Gladiator and Varix on the south stairs there. Taking their time before they push Mad Outdoors position. A bit of pre-fire coming out, it sounds like, in that basement. Not going to be for anybody in particular.
Yeah, they seem to really think that someone's in there, but they are mistaken. Ree is going to check it. 4C4 doesn't really commit to it, though. With 5 minutes on the board, there's no reason to rush anything. Take it slow.
I didn't see any C4s go out. Like, I don't see any clackers in hand or anything. The smokes are here, so this is a C4-less defense on this corridor. Can they hold it? With that,
however,
Ree swings out, finds August. The shots from Will do manage to find the refrag in a 1-for-1 trade here. A minute 15 left as Ramen swings and gets Will Sell, and that's going to put William and Ramen in striking distance of this objective. The smokes are out. The pressure's coming in early. This defense has to react. They're going to have to be careful because Mad Outdoors now won't be checking that approach by Gladiator. The grenade toss is fantastic from Mad Outdoors, though, as he manages to knock one out on the objective, and now William Dunce tucked in by Esco's suppressive fire. It's all going to come down to the pressure from Gladiator and Varix coming in at the right time.
They really need to start applying the pressure, too, because if they just sit there on the south stairs with this missed opportunity to pick off Dark Matter, it's going to come back to haunt them.
Yeah, an even 3 players up on each side, and now finally Varix and Gladiator making it down to the platform. Aquafighter getting a little antsy, pushes down into the line of sight of William, and he's going to clean that up. That's going to make it a 3-2. Mad Outdoors tucked in here. He's in a great position to defend against the cap, and he should be able to suss out Gladiator before he makes the push. So we'll see now. It's all going to come down to whether or not Esco or William will win this long-range trade. You can see them trading lasers there, and looks like William will come out on top. It's just going to be Mad Outdoors here on the defense. Rome hungry for this point.
They really are, and Gladiator is just sneaking up on Matt. They are just neighbors at this point. Matt has got to hear this. William going for a flank as well, so, you know, they're all going to meet up on the south, it seems.
Going to be a question of, does Matt deal with Gladiator or William, who's likely coming up these stairs? No, he's going wide for the cap. I mean, this could be a situation where Gladiator just makes enough noise to keep Mad Outdoors from just looking left. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's the opportunity here for just a simple distractionary play. We'll see Gladiator making a lot of noise, tossing the grenade, swinging out, doesn't see Matt, and that's going to be picked up for Dark Matter, making it a 1v2.
William going for the cap.
He's on it. He's got Pat out. He's behind the map, in the same cap that equalized for Dark Matter will be their undoing as Rome deal the damage, get 2 points, and lock out Dark Matter in map 3 to win the series.
Incredible play by Rome. That's exactly what Matt just did. You know, you would think Matt would be a little bit more concerned about the same thing happening to them, but regardless, excellent gaming tonight by Rome and Dark Matter. Congrats to Rome for this win. They deserved it.
I mean, that was a fantastic battle between both teams, coming back at each other just blow for blow. I mean, responding constantly in kind to every cap and to every major deficit, and putting points on the board and putting caps up in stressful situations. It really was an excellent display from both teams. But yeah, congratulations to Rome on that victory there. And that is going to do it, I think, from us here on the casting desk here in Friday Night Fights. We have had a great time bringing this match to you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed casting it. I do want to thank our bevy of sponsors, as always. HyperX, Asterion, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Cyber Shoes, yes, Cyber Shoes, and of course VRWare, our newest one. Had a little brain fart there. Thank you to them for providing all the prizing for the league and sponsoring the league and supporting us in the many ways they do. Thank you to you guys for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us, and thanks to obviously the league moderators who help keep all this stuff running smoothly. So with that, I believe we are going to sign off for the night. I was Noman with a 4. I was joined by Wookie on this fine Friday night, and we will catch you guys later this weekend for some more casting action.